and a warm welcome to Sky Sport Live Rugby League coming for you here as Canterbury up against Southland from Ngā Stadium in the Garden City of Christchurch as well. I hope you're enjoying your weekend. It's good to have you along too, and it's Canterbury, the Bulls, up against the Southland Rams. Big day for the Rams, to be honest. They don't get a chance to play against the heavy-hitting Canterbury squad very often. And as we know, a crowdless game once again. With us today, Richie Barnett. Richie, good to be calling footy with you again, my friend.
Tēnā koe, Dale. Yeah, a good opportunity for the Rams to show their case, their skills against really the Canterbury Bulls. So we're looking forward to this matchup.
So this is how we sit at the moment. It's a very fluid situation at the moment as far as whether we include Auckland teams. There is an announcement tomorrow that's due as well regarding Northland and the involvement. But this is how the tables sit at the moment. Well, for Southland and the Rams, interestingly, they've been playing their footy in a summer competition from January through April. They had a good win last week, so they'll be looking forward to building on that against the hard-hitting Bulls. Let's get a look at their lineup today. Tulu Whenua is playing around his 50th game as the co-captain. He's coming off the bench, but he's been a long-time servant for the Southland Rams. Sully at the back, he's the fullback today. His brother Moses plays for Manly. And a couple of guys that have come out of rugby, and looking forward to also seeing another Kuka in 16 as well, Bulla. To him, it's Fijian Language Week as well. So an interesting lineup, and nothing to lose here for their coach, Nathan Anderson.
Nathan, a real confidence booster winning against the Otago Whalers last weekend.
Yeah, it was pretty good to get the boys to get a win after a disappointing showing against West Coast.
How do you control the ruck speed against the bigger Bull side?
Just numbers in the tackle, having a good attitude around defence, bodies in front.
What key areas need improving?
Our attitude, just get out there, throw caution to the win.
All the best.
Sweet, thank you.
Well, short and sweet there for the scrap metal dealer is Nathan Anderson. They've got nothing to lose. Fielding great, Nick, and it's a still and beautiful day as we await the referee, Jason Wilson. He'll be joined here today by Daryl Mataiti and also Jordan Chand as well. Here's the lineup for the Canterbury Bulls. Gee, they were impressive last week. A huge whopping victory over the West Coast squad who came game, but were blown off the park, really. And the experience of Sepuloni, the half today's in jersey number 9, undoubted. We really liked Haraway and Riley as well. You probably will too. It's a classy lineup for their coach, Andrew Omatangi.
Andrew, congrats on the last week's performance. The new combination seems to work well for you.
Yeah, I was pretty pleased with the way the boys went, I guess, in their first hit out, and a few young guys really stamping their marks. It's good to see.
What are the work-ons for this game?
We want to improve in our defence, so just be a bit more aggressive there in our defence, tackling in numbers and just doing a really good job there. So
you have some real speed in important positions to capitalise on quick play the Bulls like Sincere Haraway and Zach Riley.
Yeah, I guess both those guys, pretty natural ball runners, and good to see them express themselves last week. Hoping for a bit more of the same today.
Good luck.
Cool, cheers.
Andrew Omatangi's been such a wonderful servant, Richie Barnett, over the years as a player, a top-level player in his own right, and he's coached the Bulls for the last 5 years. He's going to concentrate more on family issues going forward, but I think once you're tied to the Bulls and to the coach, you're stuck for life, so I'm sure he'll have a role to play in the future for Canterbury Rugby League.
Well, a good way to end his career as a coach, then to win today and win the competition. So he's had a lot of IQ. His knowledge of the game is fantastic. He's got a good side here of experience and a blend of youth, so should be a good matchup. Strong outfit.
And it's really important to Southland. Here they come, first time on Sky Sport, so it's a big moment for them as they are led out onto Ngā Stadium, this purpose-built multi-sport venue which was constructed off the back of the 2011 earthquake, and it's been well utilised. You'll note there are no crowd in the stands, there's no crowd there, and that's to do with the 100 maximum outdoor gatherings restraints that COVID have brought, as we see the familiar red, white and black colours of Canterbury. Southland will be playing right to left as we welcome in the officials today. Look, it's great to have you along too on Sky Sport, Live Sport and Live Rugby League across the Tasman, yes, but here at home, not so much. So we're very pleased to be able to bring you a version of our local game. And there are some young players in here, plenty of experience as well. They were sharp last week. Keep a good eye out. Willie Tafua, he's got a ton of speed as well. Penatito Leo out wide. George Faiva and Ethan Plaskett will be the bookends today. And Sincere Haraway was really scorching it up last week, so keep an eye out for him as well. Here's the Southland Rams out of Invercargill. And it's found favour, the summer competition. The rugby players were able to play the full season and then turn out. And they've really backed the code down there in its development. And I'd like to acknowledge as well Alana Lockhorse, who's been doing such a wonderful job down there in Southland. Big ups to our Invercargill viewers today on Sky Sport. It will be Canterbury kicking off left to right. And you've got the action here. The Sky Sport Rugby League Championship. Live on Sky Sport. Last week, West Coast made some blunders early on, so it's going to be vitally important here, Richie Barnett, to get away to a decent start.
Set the tone early. The Southern Rams, they need to get to the, and as we can see there, they shift the ball nicely to the edges a bit more, not playing directly through the middle and the A defenders. It's a good strategy there, but they need to play quick. They need to be decisive.
There's a willingness in their approach, evident already. Cipollone making the tackle. Some of the jerseys not quite in familiar patterns. We're working through for you, though. This is Junior Toporeo, the second rower. Dummy half work there for Dylan Lovett. It's a pretty decent set there from the Rams to get themselves underway. But they'll have to be equally as focused on their defence early on in the game.
Yeah, Nathan Anderson mentioned rightly the attitude in defence, getting players' numbers in the tackle and really slow that quick play of the ball.
This is Ioane. And making the tackle, the big number 16 as well. J.M. Lavakuka. So this is the first penalty, and it's going the way of the Canterbury Bulls. Tupo Kofanunga is joined by his brother Nasoni, who is in 7, the former, in the second row. Is the kick here towards what will be the eastern side of the park. So you see the tackle that's been made, just laying on the tackle player for too long. So centre field here.
Play on.
Work, and there's the first opening that's come up for the Bulls. This man was effective last week and gets a late pass away. It's still alive, scrambling at the moment. Poli to play the ball now, about 12 metres out from the try line. This is for Aiva. He's 8 metres out as he gets the quick play of the ball now. It's delivered up, short side play, little hold and dummy. Cleverly having a go there is Poli. It's Southland showing some commitment here. Tackle number 4 to the back row, Aimer. He's wrapped up in the 5th and final tackle now. And that's deep into the tackle count, and that hurts.
That'll hurt. And I like the fact that the Bulls are going left. Poli has been extraordinary last week. He started extremely well. You can see he's holding up the ball for an inside run. He looks dangerous.
Ethan Plaskett, he's got plenty of experience. Ethan played for the Northern Bulldogs. He was the Bulls player or sportsman of the year last year. Scragged to ground this time's Haraway. So still a solid start here from Southland. The pressure is on at the moment for them as Ioane is put away. About 5 metres out from the try line.
Ball's good.
Zach Riley playing in 7, but doing most of the acting half work as Plaskett again carries forward. Good tackle from Dylan Lovett. It's over the headgear and heavily tattooed arms and legs. Damoko, I suspect, is the run through there this time is scored. Just too much ball, too much pressure. They conceded 2 tries, and Pio Ioane is in to score 10 to the right-hand side of the sticks.
Yeah, well orchestrated try, inside ball. Cipollone's been influential in the first few minutes. Inside ball, playing structure, but I thought the defence of the Rams was extremely good. I thought they really aimed up. They were coming off the line, putting pressure on, just a nice inside ball. Number 8 there, Hickel, just couldn't push up on the inside fast enough. A good try, good start there for the Bulls.
Yeah, well, too much pressure, and the repeat sets killed him as well, conceding the penalty for a late flop deep into the tackle count, close to the posts as well. And sure, 4 minutes have passed, but they've already put themselves under a lot of pressure, the Southland Rams. But I'm liking the attitude that's on display here at the moment. Last week you could see the Southern Alps in the background, not so today. It's a fairly cloudy day down in Christchurch. It's the main road south, just in the background here. I don't want to be too dismayed here at the moment, as Corey Pennicott is the vice captain talking to his charges. Corey actually lives in Nelson and makes the trip down to play for Southland, such a proud Southlander that any time that the rugby league team's got a rep game, he's into it. So here's Sepuloni. He's a big acting halfback, Sepuloni. The kick is good. We've got cloudless southern sky. Nice try as well, Ioane. He was good last week, and he started well again this time around.
He's a big body, and I guess when you get a lot of ball in hand, they're going to be dangerous. Punching through the middle, there's some big bodies coming through the middle, and they've got some real talent. Poli, we mentioned earlier before, how organised he is on that left channel. There's plenty of opportunities last week with Zion Kaimana.
Right hand side, stay on, guys, don't go early.
Just awaiting a kicking tee at the moment. There's been a bit of use here. You can see the grass, a pitch report here from Richie Barnett.
It looks pretty dry down there. It's great to have, I guess, dry football, particularly at this time of the year. And as you said before, Dale, there is some weather coming through that's not favourable.
But it's been getting some good usage, the stadium, of course, under the circumstances, perhaps even more so. This ball rolls end over end, so it's a good one. And a decent chase from Southland to get up there quickly to make the tackle. Anasoni Kofanunga makes that tackle, and here is an opportunity for Southland. High-fiving already. As Anasoni and jersey 7 prefers to be called Oscar. Take your pick, Richie.
Absolutely love that. The line speed there was fantastic. Wiremu Cooper was right up there. They sprinted up. They really applied the pressure. There's numbers in the tackle. Look at that, arms all over the place. Yep, just enough. Just enough to get that result.
Well, Ethan was crawling his way forward. So Southland, with their very first opportunity, drop off on the inside as well, and that brings another hooker. Big J plays the ball. There's a willingness here on display from Southland. There's Kofononga, that's Taufui, plays the ball. Here's a charging run as well. Well, I tell you what, they've got a cool attitude going on here at the moment, the Rams. They'll be looking to bust the line here as, again, Anasoni gets the ball. It's out the back door. Picking, scooping, spinning, and now towards the line. Still the Rams. Let's see what happens here, and there's a bit of a hole there, and a darting little run, and it's a try. It's a try for Corey Pennicott. And Southland say, well, hey, we've come to play. We beat Otago last week, and we're certainly not lying down against the Bulls this week.
Wow, what a reply. Corey Pennicott, the vice-captain, comes through. He faked to go right, and he was left wondering, here, look at this. And great work. The markers went the left. Should have howled, but I like the intention of the players leading up to this try, 2 or 3 before, just the intent of their run, punching through the defensive line. What a good result, and a great start there for the Southern Rams.
Big ups to our Invercargolans. I'm not quite sure what name they go by, Invercargolites. People from Invercargill, how about that? You'll be pretty rapt to see that. Southlanders, we'll stick with today. I was wondering, Richie, how you see yourself? Would you be more a bull or a ram?
No comment. Nail this, 6-all, 8 minutes into this game. That's the result that you'd want from Nathan Anderson. Attitude from the side as being on point, have to say.
It's been a terrific start for them, hasn't it? We just have a few staff that have come along and support today. And minutes with the team as well. So here they are. Great to have them on the box as well. Pleased to have them featuring here on Sky Sport. being the live competition,
Don't go early.
Sky National Championship. So the Bulls recognise that they're up against the team who want to have a go, but those little basic mistakes can hurt plenty. And Fali Losefa thought he had it, but in the end didn't.
There's not much in that at all. There's no wind at Napunawai. It's a poor mistake.
Well, he's new to the Rams. They're a sort of club set up there. The Cowboys are the winners this year, but really the invitation has been to form a team, even if it's not under a club umbrella. You just get in a place in rugby league. So Fala's new to the Rams. Played for the winning club, as it turned out earlier in the year. The Cowboys from Invercargill. So that ball has been jarred loose too, and a solid tackle. The high five's coming again from Southland. So they put themselves under pressure, but attitude is seeing them battle their way out.
Yeah, just numbers again, and they're applying it at the right time. So look at that. They amped up numbers on the ball carry out. There's an opportunity on the right, but great defence again.
So coach Nathan Anderson will be pretty pleased with the way his team's starting. There's a long way to go here. You'd hope that they've kept some gas in the tank for later in the game, because they're going to need it. Southland with the ball, working it away from their danger zone here.
Move now, tackle one, downside left.
This is Crete Waka, who will play the ball. One out run is okay as the Southland Rams look to settle. Tackle number 2. Dylan Lovett into dummy half now. Works it to the right-hand side. That's a spirited carry as well. Well, the Bulls know they're in a tussle here this afternoon. They had it all their own way last week, but it doesn't look as though that's the way this game's going to pan out at all.
It's actually the ability to get on the ground and play the ball quick has been working extremely well, and that's just because they're running with intent and aggression.
That's a decent kick south, but it's taken with some skill as well, going back by Bilo Leo. Benedito to his feet now. So Bologna lines it up. This defence has been very impressive here from the Rams. Nicholas Evans knows he's in a tussle as well as the big unit Faiva, my apologies, takes it forward to the halfway line now, peeling away to the right-hand side. There they come, Devon Thompson. He attracts plenty of attention. As 3 Southland Rams defenders roll away. Out of dummy half quickly comes Zach Riley, one of the best last week. Riley, though, is curtailed as well. Sepuloni holds it, chipping in behind. Let's see where the ball goes. The bounce could be awkward here and forced to play at it. Wants to get back into the field of play, but that's unlikely too, as a wall of Bulls defenders come up to put pressure on Kepusuli, who's at the back here today for the Rams.
Cipollini taking control of this match, particularly in the kicking department. A nice little box kick there, but the defence up. Unfortunate for the Southland Rams. They're doing everything right. The defence ferocious in through the middle there. And that's building belief in the side too.
Well, they had a good win last week against the Otago Whalers, 28-18. They faltered earlier against the West Coast. Talking with their connections too, they're unable to field their strongest side. That's taking nothing away from the Coasties, who are a proud outfit, especially at home there in Greymouth. But because of COVID restrictions and work commitments, they couldn't quite send the team north that they wanted to, Southland, but they're under some pressure here as Sepuloni gets the short ball as well. A late tackle on Thompson, who finds himself 10 out from the line. Danger times for Southland, and winding up now, once again, the back rower. This is Kyle Amer. The Rams do well to keep him at bay. Pressure on. Riley now. The long ball through Sepuloni. In comes Haraway. Nice ball, and there's that back flick out from Zion Kamana. He's tried it a couple of times. The first time, the bounce favoured the attacking squad, but this time it's Southland who will get the scrum feed. Here's the pressure being applied out wide. Bit of an overly ambitious pass.
No, it certainly is. There's a lot of opportunities around him. That has been probably the marquee move, wasn't it? The out ball, and then hitting numbers on the edge. But they're all crabbing across the field instead of hitting inside shoulder.
Not a holiday.
But again, they repel the Bulls again, Dale. Southland Rams continue to put pressure on and force the mistakes.
Well, since the referee has got a bit of humour himself too, Jason Wilson, a bit slow to pack. He says, boys, it's not a holiday. So they're getting on with it as well. It's Corey Pennicott. Impressive so far. Corey, they just need to settle things down as well. Work their way to the back of the set and get a kick there as Carmona gets across the top on the tackle.
Well, lucky to not get a penalty there.
But enjoying this man's effort as well, Dylan Lovett. Actually went to the Warriors camp last year. He's fit, he's strong, he's a sparky down in the cargo, Dylan. But he's obviously got some skill. And this is a nice little evasive qualities on show too from Nick Evans on the far side of the field.
Well, the first up contact's been great. Southland Rams.
Short of an hour gone. Locked up, one try apiece. Favour, once again, showing his class.
Tackle 3.
The South Island tournament team, Big Georgie. He's a 19-year-old, so he's got a big future as well. The prop forward and 10 for the Bulls from the Linwood club. That wide and straightening. Now, this was always going to be dangerous, and a man that needs to be checked. The ball back on the inside now. It's Sepuloni. Puts the big fend on, keeping the ball alive here as well as Iwane has the ball, and he is pushed towards the post, but backwards, and one of the Rams players hurt and down in back play. It's still alive, though, for the Bulls, for Sepuloni. Poor pass from Sepuloni, and the bounce is kind for Southland. And a little bit of a break to a wonderful run here. Dragged forward at the back by Haraway. Hold it up. We'll go back to the injured player. But that was an awesome effort there from Corey Pennicott. It's playing out of his skin at the moment.
Certainly as he's rushing up on the right edge, knowing that their left flank is where the ball's going most of the time.
Luke Haru in some difficulty with what appears to be a leg injury out close to the post. Now listen, one thing we are doing here at Sky Sport with the rest of the country as well is encouraging all of us to get out and get vaccinated. So shout to everyone who already has done so. It's awesome to see so many of our Kiwis doing their bit so we can all get back to that live full noise sport, rugby league and netball and the like, as we know and love it, eh, Richie?
Yeah, the more of us that get vaccinated, the more freedom we'll have. We can get on to things that we love, like, I guess, sport.
Well, if you haven't had your vaccination yet, it's easy and it's free.
If there's a walk-in vaccination centre near you, get vaccinated today. You don't even need to book, just walk in.
And if there's no walk-in, you can head to bookmyvaccine.nz to get it done. Shot NZ, shot Richie, shot Neff, shot sister.
Shot Kiwis.
Shot, bro.
Let's get out.
Cheer, bro. There they are. So into the huddle, and there's plenty of enthusiasm here. That's neat, isn't it, to see from Southland. We'll pan out and have a look and see how the injured player is going. Yes, mate, you're on.
Just another day.
Hey, you've been watching the NRL too long, bro.
Isn't it great that, I guess, it's the way you start and set the tone, and I think they really have got some belief in that side at the moment.
Very much so. Of course, the West Coast got blown off the park after 2 minutes. They'd conceded one, and after 10 minutes, they conceded 3 tries. So it was always going to be tough. But these guys are, showing some attitude here today, and even that bullocking little run suggests that we're here to play. Out of dummy half goes Lovett again. He's been Gillingham. Not surprised he fared well in the Warriors camp last year, or earlier this year, I should say. Inside ball, but trying to be a bit creative. Oscar Kofanunga. Up into his feet, his brother Tupou. Well, the Bulls know that these Rams are serious and they need to be kept in check and watched closely. Back it comes to Pennicott. Launches it high and handsome and deep. And it's taken there with some skill as well from Sincere Haraway. He had a blistering game last week, but he's been kept in check so far in the game. Long way to go here, though. They're now put away. The size, and we could easily play on the front row or second row. Ilo Leo.
handling this well. The Rams, just the aggression in the tackle. They're just holding down a little bit longer. I'm very surprised because at times I thought the Bills were guilty of holding the Rams down on a number of occasions.
Yeah, I thought there that Lovett had rolled away in time, slow to get to his feet. He did check, I guess, as far as he could with Jason Wilson. But that kick is poor and doesn't make the touchline. So the Rams will take it. Not far from their own line.
I'd like to see the Rams finish off their sets a little bit better than they have. Fifth kick options and not being that great.
At the moment, they're fighting for field position. So, again, a solid little charge as well. Luke Hutto seems to have recovered from that leg injury that he had close to the line. Good play here. It forces Cipollone to make the tackle head on. There's some chunky players right across the park here. It's not disrespectful to him, it's just sort of a rough way of identifying some of their physiques, the Canterbury Bulls. You've got centres who could easily play front row. A halfback who probably could do the same. Feigning to kick, then getting a late one away. Pennicott's got some skill. That's been touched and goes back right into the end goal line. And turning to retrieve is Nicholas Evans. He goes across field, nice little fend initially, and then he straightens, but the Southland chasers are there as well. Love it. With some good support, making a tackle 12 out from the line.
Well, Evans, every time he's touched the ball, he's created opportunities. Busted the first tackle and he carried on. That's a great way to start the match. The big left winger.
Sincere Haraway, and look at that defensive effort here from Kofanonga.
Well, Kofanonga's been fantastic. His defence has been first class. He's leading the way.
He's got some ticker as well. Oscar. Quick play the ball here. Dummy half run. He's got to be watched. Zach Riley. And this is the fifth and final tackle. So they've performed well in the opening tackles. That's been played out, knocked down. And so that will be a knock-on as well.
Very impressive. That wasn't a great set from the Bulls. And I think it's just based on the Rams' defence.
He knocked it on the ground after he touched it.
You know, that's a tough one too. And there have been 3 occasions, at least in this first half so far, we've been right down on tackle number 5. But Cepoloni's been around for a long time, and he knows if he kicks close by, the temptation to play at it will be there.
Pennicott, the vice-captain, has had an outstanding start to this game.
This will be a real test here for the Rams. Can they hold out the Bulls as they work it across Kamana? He's got skill. Also inclined to let the ball go when he should hold it. This is going to create some pressure out wide as Haraway gets hold of the ball. He was deadly last week and he can step and dance. Captain of Hornby, who won the local club championship in Otago, Christchurch. Here come the Bulls. Cipollone senses there's an opportunity. It's Devon Thompson. Gee, they've been good. The Southland Rams have been putting it together, but the pressure is still with them, and the sneaky hand comes in, reaching out, unsure that it got there, but the call is from the touch judge, it's okay. Jason Wilson calls it home, and the second try comes in, and the ape-hanger handlebar routine comes in to celebrate.
Yes, the big bookend. Ethan Plaskett, co-captain. Another good performance. He performed well last weekend. He had a fantastic premiership last year. But look at that, the reach. But the defence again from Southland Rams coming across. They're really pushing hard on the inside. They couldn't repel the captain, but they certainly build belief.
I like the way close at range he trusted your arm, and he had good hold of the football, stretched it out along the ground, and was just able to get the ball down. But still, hats off to the Southland Rams at the moment. They put themselves under pressure, as we touched on a few times so far in the half. But their attitude to their defensive work has been first rate. And considering the huge scoreline that the Bulls had last week, I'm sure their coach, Andrew Matangi, knows that this team is certainly not to be discounted. So here it comes again. Tomara Sepaloni. Good kicker. You've been busy the last little while, Richie B. It's nice to see you with clothes on.
That's it. It's an open invitation, is it? No, great on the old Treasure Island. Fantastic.
Here's the kick. And Sepaloni misses it. Sworn to secrecy, Mr. Barnett, regarding that particular program. And unless you've got a fat wallet, you're not going to get any information.
It was a lot easier playing this game than it was that one.
There we go, 10-6 scoreline as well. So there he is. Ethan Placidy's had a good, strong first half as well, Ethan. Plenty of go forward, great attitude. And he'll be looking forward to building on that as well. A little slow to come back here, Southland, but understandable.
I think their effort's been incredible. They've worked extremely hard in the first 23 minutes. So I think taking a breather now is a good ploy.
They flew up the Rams this morning from Invercargill to Christchurch on the 8 a.m. flight. So they've been hanging around the stadium, went out for a bite to eat as well. But now they're ready for action. Well, there's no tee. And that seems to be the hold-up as well. And, of course, the sand boys aren't there.
No sand.
Offside still. Seven's offside. Time you run out here, don't go early.
So they're going to go without it. Could always plant it in the boot, I guess, Rich. Oh. So Sepaloni will retrieve it, or does he? He knocks it on. And the Rams feeling good about this one.
Well, they'll kick like that probably the next time as well. Who needs the tee, eh?
I think coming in
Odd
there.
bounce. Yep, it's hit his hand. It's gone like it went backwards.
I think Pio Ioane put his finger up as though he was looking for a captain's challenge. No captain's challenge here, mate. Here come the Rams.
He's leading the way, isn't he? Corey Pendicott.
He's being superb across the top, Zion Kamana. Early in the tackle count here. What can the Rams dish up from close range? Little shuffle on. Oscar gets a good ball and crashing down as the big number 20. Still alive here. The Rams in with a chance. Short ball. Trying to wriggle his way through. Dylan Lovett. Pendicott. Cut out ball intercept here. Well, that's going to make it tough all the way, and no one will stop the hard-running Penatito Leo. And against the run of play, the Bulls are in for try number 3.
Well, fairly disappointing, isn't it? They looked like they were poised to score, the Rams, but unfortunately, this man here, the experience of Penatito, eyed that up, and they knew it was going to be a long pass, looking for an opportunity on that left flank. Their structure's been really good. Just that long pass, it was on, but it was just read extremely well.
Okay, Busili, and of course we saw Corey throw a similar pass in the grand final, didn't we, where it would have been a try, no doubt, had it not been intercepted, but that's what can happen in rugby league, and he pounced on the opportunity, so some disappointment there as the vice-captain comes back and just trying to calm his troops down. They're all working hard here, and, you know, they're giving Southern Zone Rugby League a great deal of credit. They really want to thank all of their sponsors as well, the Southland team, including the NZRL and the Southern Zone comp. This one comes off the cow horns with success. And so against the run of play there, a 16-6 scoreline now for the Bulls. Still has been an entertaining game of rugby league. Great to have you along here on Sky Sport. And of course, our country thrown into disarray here by COVID, but we've all got the chance to band together and get vaccinated and push that ngangara, that pandemic aside. There's a bit of a view here. It's Fiji Day today, Fijian week today. And have great memories. I think I've seen you and the New Zealand Nines up in Fiji back in the old Super League days, Richie B. We called some footy up there for Fiji Radio. Me and Greg Clark, actually.
Oh, wow. Well, we won that. New Zealand won that. The Kiwis won it twice in a row.
There were some interesting days and quite a remarkable team.
Well, JK was on that side.
That's right, John Kerwin,
Stacey, Joe Wagner.
You might have to go into Wikipedia to find out about that game. I can't even remember the year, to be honest, but I do remember you being there.
It was a brilliant tournament.
So Bullet. Fijian people have provided great impetus in New Zealand sport over the years. And we wish them well with Fiji Language Week. So Southland need to respond here. The attitude has been first class. Can't fault it. 29 minutes in, that try against the run of play. As we see, once again, some strong carries. Kowhai out of dummy half again. Here comes Lovett. Liking this guy's attitude. Yeah, he's really tussling around at the moment. It's a good old farmyard scrap, isn't it? The Bulls and the Rams tap and go, but the referee says, no, I want you to come on back. Kowhai, number 2, Oscar.
Well, they've been unlucky as well, the Rams. On a number of occasions, the Bulls should have been penalised for staying on the ball too long.
A shunting run this time around as well. That's Junior Toporea. Liking it. The Bulls have to muscle up and deep. Love it. This is the vice captain, a long-time Southland's representative for rugby league. Karen to defend another chip kicked into the end goal is smart, and the try is scored as well. Well, you've got to love it, don't you? It's a great try as well to Caroline Nielsen. My apologies. The big wide check.
Avakuku. He has been outstanding, but I like the fact that they're showing such good shape. And I think their structure's been great. They showed to go in the inside, but with an option on the outside with the kick. Superb execution and a very smart play from the Rams.
Clever little kick from Kowhai.
And he's been great.
And big ups here to Juta, but nobody knows him as Juta. They call him Jay. And Navakuka. And we're just talking about Fijian Language Week. Congratulations to him as well. Picked up his number 8. My apologies there. Probably want to get that in the show reel for his whānau back home. But gee, this is a great attitude on show here today for the Southland Rams. Beautiful day in Christchurch. Let's see if Kepu Suli can add the extras. 22 metres out and about 7 in from touch. Hits that one nicely and around it comes, around it comes. It hits the cow horns as well. And in for the conversion. There he is. Big J. Great to see as well. So 16-12, the scoreline here. Hope you're enjoying the action right across NZ. Indeed, via the net. Congratulations there to the Fijian Flyer, but wasn't it a deft little kick? Smart thinking as well from Anaswani. A little bit of a juggle was so important that was retained. Zion Kamana is downstairs as well to his feet, and love it. Looks for a runner. Willing workhorses, putting themselves in position, including Creek Waka. Another good run. It's very direct attack. That's okay. Calling for a knock on, but they say no. Referee out wide, they come again. A little bit of a dummy and straighten. Sepuloni is there. He's ably assisted in the defensive work by Iwane. Through the middle they come. Tommy Watts. Play the ball from Watts is delivered. Kofanunga has a show and then sprints away. Kofanunga, look at him go! Out wide they come. This is great rugby league from the Rams. And they're getting close. And now they've got to do something. Kofanunga, the big man comes surging onto the ball. Look, it didn't come up with points, but it was exciting. And it had everything in the attack back end of that set of 6.
Well, again, enterprising football, but a lot of energy around the side. Support play was first class. Kofanunga has been outstanding again, dictating turns, jumping on the back end of some play. He's been brilliant. What a play.
He's good, man. The man who prefers to be called Oscar, you can call him what you like. That time around, he was like streak lightning. He went away and put on the gas and nearly created something out of nothing. It's his first time in the rounds for the little halfback, but he has played rugby up here in Auckland as well. So we know that he's got a ton of experience, and that was on display during that set. Little spin and run now for Jordan coming up. He's on the halfway line, 6 minutes out from the half-time break. And just 4 points in it. At the back it comes. That's Kapusuli across field. He's picked up by Josh Shafamasanga. And Sepuloni in to make the tackle as well. Again, trying to look for the offload as well, Richie Barnett.
Well, he's got that ability, hasn't he? You can see that. If he gets more ball on that left flank, that would be hugely impactful.
Another Cooker. Rolling up to his feet. Kofanunga. That's Tupou. They shuffle it along. You can understand if they're starting to wear a little thin on the energy stakes at the moment. There's Napu Suolelele up to play it. Calls himself Napa Valu. And the ball is now with the Canterbury Bulls. Now, this is going to be a test of their resolve and their attitude here. And it's on display in spades from Dylan Lovett. Working his guts out at the moment. Shunting run here from Champ Beetham. Manages to get the offload to Afamasanga. Was wrapped up by a hard-working Dylan Lovett. Out of dummy half, peeling away as Kamana, isolated, scragged to ground here. 8 out from the try line. The Bulls will be expecting to go through here. As we see Haraway, Sincere Haraway, show and go, and then wrapped up and dispatched.
No, you take it back to the line.
The Bulls look just disjointed.
Tackle 3. Go.
Creek Walker with some good defence there. And that's a pass. It's, as you say, disjointed, a fairly apt description there. Was Carmen didn't know what was going on. But that, again, was some strong defence here from the Rams.
Completely put them out of the rhythm of this game. They've shocked them. They've shocked the Bulls.
Long way to go here. 7 errors from the Canterbury Bulls. They had the game really all their own way last week, but now they know they're in a tussle here in Southland. And with Lions' hearts today. Attitude to burn, little dummy, and I'd like to see some more creativity from Anasoni Kofanunga. He's been superb at the scrum base today. Little offloads as well. A little bit of a scrag going on in the background too.
But they're utilising the ball a lot wider. And it's working extremely well. They're not isolating players at all.
Apuvula with it. Here, and out they come. It's gone backwards. Play on. Send it out to the left.
And it's forward.
And it was forward anyway. It's looking to link up out wide here with Luke Haru. Couple of minutes left. They'll be deserving of a breather as well. The creativity we're seeing here from Anasoni Kofanunga has been very impressive for the first 38 minutes of this match.
Well, he's clearly having fun. Enjoying the competitive nature of this game.
Sincere Haraway, he needs to be kept in check. He has got dancing feet, this man. Across field he comes. 20-year-old, but full of talent as well. And into the defence come the big Lovett.
Lovett again. He's thrown his body around right throughout this whole game. He's had some great carries.
I thought he said rip that. It's a knock on.
Oh, that's just incredible, isn't it? Attitude galore. Lovett leading the way.
A lot to like about his game, isn't there? And his attitude too. You know, you need a bit of tear-away attitude in your footy.
You need a bit of mongrel. And I think it's been really infectious for this side. It's spread right across the board and everyone's putting their hand up.
Like you say, they're enjoying their footy too, and that's the main thing. They've got some fluidity in the way that they're approaching the work, this confidence to set something else up. Might have spoken too soon.
Just a few mistakes popping in. Not getting to the kick on a number of occasions now. Trying to offload in traffic with a few minutes to go. But I like the fact that they're chancing their arm too. It's positive football.
Well, let's hope that they don't concede a try just here in the last few moments. They played so well in the first 39 minutes. They deserve to go to the break. Well and truly in touch with the Bulls, but this is a danger period for them. Kamana is clever. He's on the far side of the field as they drive him towards touch. It's a one-on-one strip too. That's classy from Kepusili. Play on, he says, the referee. And Kepu says, well, I don't need a second invitation. Off he goes. And it's pulled down another 15 metres upfield. Good play from the fullback. Enterprising and innovative play from the man at the back.
Well, they've struggled on that left edge for the Bulls, haven't they? They've come up with a number of mistakes.
Little darting effort as well this time too. Nielsen on the far side of the field. Could they throw something unexpected here in the last few moments of the first half? Nice little ball too, out wide to the Fijian, and puts the little flick pass out. That should be enough as well. Our clock says it's a done dinner, but I tell you what, it has been a hugely entertaining game here from Punawai Stadium. Hope you're enjoying the action too. It's been a great first half of rugby league. And we go to the break. It's the Bulls leading the Rams 16-12 right here on Sky Sport. It's good to have you along here. It's Sky Sport, and this is live rugby league action from Christchurch. There's Plaskett, one of the co-captains here of the Canterbury Bulls, try scorer as well. And at the half-time, here we are with a 4-point ball game. There's Torsepoloni. He controlled the action really well last week. Problem here for Pio Ioane. And so he is being replaced. A bit of a handshake from his teammate, Willie Tafua. Big ups to all the families of these players, who I know will be proud to see them on screen here on Sky Sport. New Zealand's premier rugby league broadcaster. And here are the Southland Rams. Remarkable first half effort, and I've really enjoyed seeing them and the tussles that they've created, their focus on defence. And there's a lot to like about the attitude they've brought to today's game, Richie.
Yeah, particularly in defence, they've scrambled well, but they've got numbers in the tackle too, and they've been very aggressive. In attack, they've been outstanding too. They've shifted the ball, they had some good structure. They weren't getting tied up, and they weren't. Their quick play of the ball was probably first class, and that's what really warranted the 16-12 scoreline against a very powerful Bull side. But the Bulls will come back. They came out early, which is an indicator that they're ready to rock.
Dylan Lovett had an outstanding first half performance, and no wonder he could hold his head high up after attending the Warriors camp last season. Good attitude to burn. They really need to start well here in the second 40. It's Sky Sport. It's the Sky Sport New Zealand Rugby League Championship, and it's great to have you with us right around the country. the Bulls in there. Napavula says, hey, I want to start where we left off here, and that's with some solid defence. The Fijian contribution to the defensive line has been first class, and the Bulls are forced into an error. Josh Afamasanga with an error, and now the Southland Rams get a chance from close range.
Love it again. He's always near the ball. He's always causing the errors with his ferocious defence and energy. What a start.
And it's infectious across his teammates. The attitude is what it's all about, and they're full of it in spades at the moment, and charging towards the line once again is Zhang Navakuga. He's already scored a try. Late in that first half, the pass is poor, but Big Nupple gets hold of the ball on the half volley and still 5 metres out from the try line. Can the Rams literally run home here? Pressure on for the Bulls. The angled run from the flying Fijian once again. Oh, it's Fijian language week. It feels like it's Fijian rugby league week. They're digging it in at the moment. Here's the pass. Love it. Tries to go underneath. He gets over the line, but he is held up. The intent is there for Southland. And their coach today, Nathan Anderson's got to be pleased with what he's seeing here. And the Invercargill people will be as well. Only a small rugby league community, but by crikey, they're playing with some style here tonight. Or this afternoon, I should say. And the little ball over the top, perhaps one bridge too far.
Yeah, just a little bit over the top there, but the short ball here to Juta, who's just comes through, powering through, really aggressive running style. The will, but look at this, great, the good option, but unfortunately wasn't executed. Poor end to the end of the set, but fantastic start for the Rams.
Napavula, he's hard to contain. The Bulls have the ball now. They'll be wanting to be a bit more creative with it, but you've got to earn the right, don't you? So they'll just work out a tradesman-like fashion initially with some settling runs. Good carry, good meterage. I'm trying to do too much early on. Afamasanga to his feet now. Dummy half run. Been a good set so far. And sets away champ Beetham, who's plenty tough. Almost tempted to pop the pass as well late, but Beetham goes to ground and then he gets up to play the ball. There was no man on him. So it will be the Rams will get the scrum feed.
Yeah, they've been guilty, the Bulls, of errors. 7-4 early in, or late in the first half. 8-6 at the end of the first half, and again, just so early on in the game to cough up another error. And really good ball too.
They've been a good set up to then. Second half errors, the Bulls have already made a couple glaring ones as well. So now the Rams, will they play a conservative style of football, or will we see them once again chancing their arm? Plenty to like about the attitude on show here. Tudufenua earns a penalty, the most experienced in the Rams lineup today, and that penalty forthcoming here from Jason Wilson. He gave a couple in the first half to the Bulls. This might have been seen as being a bit stiff on them. That one doesn't make it to touch two, and that's a fundamental error they can ill afford, the Rams. They need to really make every post a winner, and that little mistake could prove costly. We'll wait and see what happens at the back end of the set. More direct charge this time from Josh Afamasanga. Just inside enemy territory here. 45 metres out from the try line to the right. They work a little dummy and straighten. To the Whenua across the top on the D. It's him getting to his feet on his opposite number. Wale Pinelli. Out wide they come. Kamana will look to offload. He does it successfully this time. And they might have numbers down the right edge, but instead angling back up on the inside. Difficult times here for the Rams, who must shore up their defence. Here come the Bulls, close to the line, and difficult to contain is Jordan Kamana. Tackle made a metre out. The Bulls, Sepuloni, here's his experience. Just putting it into the end goal and cleverly finished off as well. Well, Sepuloni knows how to play footy. He's been around a long time. At this time, the Bulls capitalise as well. And the youngster in to score the try as well. The talent from the back, Haraway, the benefactor of Sepuloni's little drizzle into the end goal.
Kicked on through and then try.
And he kicked on through as well to score the try.
Got it.
Well, they've kept the fullback out of the game, haven't they? Sepuloni's so experienced. Nice little ball on the toe there from Sincere Haraway. And an opportunist try. Good defence there from Dylan Lovett too. The scrambling defence on the left edge. He's working extremely hard for the Southland Rams.
Well, he was such a huge, impactful player last week, Sincere Haraway, but he's had few opportunities this week without doubt. Mind you, it was a runaway scoreline as well last week. And Haraway was a real tearaway, to be honest. He just was everywhere. But this time around, the experience of Sepuloni, and to his credit, followed through. Toad actually hit the pad before he was able to score as well. And the extras, not unsurprisingly, added there from right in front of the posts. 22 points to 12 now. 5 gone in the second half here from Christchurch. The action, as mentioned, a little bit up and down really as far as the tournament, venues, games, etc. It's a fluid situation which will be determined tomorrow from all accounts. It's conducive to where the alert levels sit after tomorrow's 1 p.m. announcement, whether games can be played indeed at Huntly as scheduled for next week. That's the way we're proceeding at the moment until further notification. But we'll keep you posted here on Sky Sport what to expect for next week's games as the restart from the Rams pushes the ball deep. And the Bulls, they might just grow an air of confidence off the back of that 10-point lead now. Let's see what Southland can do to counteract.
Yeah, they've just got to keep that energy up. You just sense that it's just starting to slip away a little. They're starting to make some inroads, making some few breaks here and there. So they've just got to be on the medal here.
The main thing they need is the ball right now. Sepuloni once again uses his game read. Southland get it, but not, there's plenty of pressure running towards the sideline on the far side. Big step back on the inside, and Sepuloni follows up his kick with a decent tackle as well, and makes that tackle on the hard-running Rams.
He was very lucky, Sully. The ball bounced back over his head. Very close to getting that ball back for the Bulls.
Bovalonga. Failamo with the first up defence, assisted there from Beetham in 15. Down the right-hand side, the cut-out ball giving some expansion. Now the straighten, perhaps even a gap. Creed Waka away momentarily. And he's pulled down on the tackle there of Nick Evans. Through the hands. Pennicott still looking good as well as the ball comes out to Navakuka. And it's Sepuloni who pounces on the ball that goes to ground.
That was clean. The ball was just clean in the hands. The shift, the wide shift, crisp.
Zion Kamala to his feet now. A bit dusty after the tackle, and it's gone to ground again. Champ Beetham gets put under pressure. And some high-fiving coming in too from the Rams as well.
Well, he was the one that broke through early on. And again, he eyed him up. He's not going to get through again. Smart move there from the Rams player. It's a big play.
Junior Taparia has been good as well. Junior, he really read the play nicely there. A big Champ Beetham. There are 11 errors for Andrew Matangi's squad so far today as we come up towards 10 minutes into the second 40. Quick feed, peeled away, something a little different too off the scrum base, little show. Probably sensible not to pop the pass out to Creek Waka, who's ranging up on the right-hand side. He goes into acting half. Taparia. And he forced the turnover, plays the ball out once again. Big Tupo. Kofanonga.
He's been strong.
It's been good. Half volley pickup, clever from the brother Oscar. Now drizzling into the end goal himself and not play that as well, and it'll be a goal line dropper. Well, it was played at. I thought he was going to kick it across into touch and goal.
Anisoni's come up with some really delicate kicks and great pressure builders. Punches it through, holds up nicely. Very lucky there, Benedetto, to get away with that.
Don't go early.
They're right on him, weren't they? The Rams looking to pounce. Out to the 40 on the fly. Charging run, good carry back to good return. Solid as well, Billy Cooper. End of the work. That's the stuff that inspires your teammates. The Rams. Here he comes. Outstanding game so far today, and back on the inside he comes once again. Kazza Nielsen with the ball, and they'll get the penalty right in front of the post. Looking at the scoreboard with 10, they'll want to go. And this young man will want to get going quickly. Oscar Kofanunga gets the ball off quickly to Tapia. He's wrapped up. That's the post right in front of them. Can the Rams get one back as Lovett goes to acting up and trying to go underneath it at the moment? Smart play. Here they come, the Rams, wanting to get into the action. Well, they bulldoze their way forward, trying to hit and spin at the moment. Again, leaning too long.
2 penalties early on. Should be warning the side now on the third.
No, Jordan. No, Jordan.
He's been willing, isn't he?
No.
Kofanonga thought that he had a try. Richie Barnett thought he did as well, but the referee was close by, but this time it will be, and one of the best on show today for the Rams is in to score. Geez, had a great game. Oscar Kofanonga. And he and his brother have been tearing up the yards today, and that's a great reward for him.
Well, both these players have been brilliant. The brothers have just been on fire. Tupou with those telling runs on the edge, just determined runs. And this was just an eye for the gap, wasn't it? He eyes it up. He knew there was in between 2 bigger blokes. He just aimed through there, determined to get through there, and that was a great return.
We thought his bro had gone through there on the last play, and Richie was expressing some surprise. Although referee Wilson was well on hand, but there's a lot to like about this young man. As mentioned, he's not long been living down in the Southland, but he's certainly a talent as well. Did get a chance to play some club rugby, I'm assuming, up here in Auckland. But he's been terrific this afternoon. We see him looking to add the extras. Well, they're still very much in the hunt.
Yep, it's good.
And that's, as you would expect, straight through the middle, and still a 4-point ball game. 22-18. This has been a very entertaining game of rugby league.
Daryl, coming your way.
Exceptional game.
It's great to have live rugby league again here in NZG. It's been a tough couple of years, hasn't it, Richie B? But not just for this code, but for all codes and all of us who call good old NZ home. That kick could be awkward. It could be good for either team, but Sepuloni indeed recovers. He's got a bit of a smile too from the defender. Well, that's how easy it can happen. Could turn on a dime. Needed to be a little bit more commitment to get the ball in the air. And now the Bulls have it. And they'll be wanting to make the most of it as well. Faiva gets it back to Haraway. He's flung to ground. Spun to the Ngapunawai surface. Again, Faiva. Big Georgie does what props do best. Straight and direct. Still young, got plenty of time to offer his services to the Bulls. Danger time here for the Rams, under some pressure, and it's a one-on-one strip. Lovett argues the call, saying that there were 2 in the tackle. We might get a chance to have another look at it. Lovett argues the toss, but there's really no coming back once the decision's made, Richie.
No, it looked like he'd released, and it went to a 1-on-1. Lovett again.
No, take
What hasn't he done today?
One of those ref moments, but they were very vulnerable there. In fact, have been since the kickoff. Found its way into the arms of Sepuloni. Again, for Ava. Impressive. 6 out from the try line. There's the build-up. Sepuloni is good, and he's looking again for his fullback. Haraway once again, and Sepuloni decides he'll have a go himself. As mentioned, he'll be one of the bigger halfbacks you'll see in any competition. Wants the quick play the ball, delivers it up successfully. Danger times as it comes out here through Poley, and the pickup, superb. Big Waka recovers for the Rams. 16 gone in the second half. 4 points in this intriguing battle.
Geez, they responded well to their shape. The balls. Southland Rams have just been on fire. They really have got belief in their defensive structure. And when they get the ball, their transition into attack has been fantastic as well. Plenty of energy.
Well, thinking that it might have been high, Jordan Carmana. It's allowed to go by referee Wilson. He says, no, that's all right. Rugby league's a tough game. To the back they come. And it's Kofurunga once again. Standout performance. Ball bounces end over end before it's taken by Haraway on the 30. Gets to the 40. Needs to be contained as well as that line is the halfway line for the talented fullback. Sepuloni looks up and finds Ilil Leo. He's there making a good tackle. Again, it's Lovett. It's been outstanding today. The hooker trying to bust his way through at the moment, the standoff. And a silly penalty there in the end. Which could be a telling blow.
Just a little bit overzealous there, Watts. Just a little push at the end is enough for the ref, the penalty there.
Haraway will look to the far side of the field. In fact, he opts to just take the tap and settle up initially for Ava with a settling run from the big forward. Kamana acting half. Sepuloni inside. The Zion Kamana across the top again is Lovett.
No, you're falling on him. No.
He's playing with fire at the moment, Lovett, with the time he is spending on the tackled player. Haraway, beautiful recovery. Still close to the line and strong. Popping the ball back on for Evans. And he's lost it. And Southland come away with it. I think some pretty stiff calls at the moment here.
I'm just enjoyed and listened to the ref has had to say
I've
here.
got that. I just want to talk to the captain. Yep. So I've got a call from my touch. Yeah. Said that you guys tripped it.
Yeah.
Okay. Once we called held.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a penalty.
Yeah. When he played on, he hit him around the head. So did you not see?
No, I didn't see that. Okay. No, it's cool. Over there.
There's some frustration. You could argue
It's a
the
penalty.
case for your team on their behalf.
On the 10.
That's the vice captain's right as well.
Scramble's been, again, brilliant.
And this is what they were always vulnerable to. Sincere Haraway just peels them back, opens the little door like opening a can of baked beans. It just pokes open and he wheels his way through, but that's what class acts can do.
Oh, absolutely. His stature and his acceleration, shape, show and go. He is very, very classy, this youngster. Look at that inside ball, and then he steps away on the outside and accelerates through. It's a real shame because the Rams just showed some desperation in defence just early on. Their scramble across on the right edge was just...
Got you now. Yeah.
Well, they'll be frustrated with some of the calls that have been made against them as well. And they're starting to mount up here.
Yeah, still good.
Dylan Lovett, his frustration, very evident. But this is where the snipey type players can take advantage. And Sincere Haraway, as mentioned, he's a real talent. Of course, captain the Hornby team to win the championship as well. And the national under-20 squad, so he's got some speed to burn. And he was just waiting his opportunity. That's his second try scored here in the second half. And at close range, so a good opportunity here for a conversion from Sepuloni.
He also won the Mal Cook Trophy 1 and 2. Canterbury Premiership. Bit of an honour. An easier way through the middle.
28-18, still 20 minutes to play. And don't write Southland off. I don't know if a few of those calls went their way, and I'm not having a dig here at all at the referee, because I thought I think he's been calling a good game. But there were just a few times here where players have just laid on their opponents fractionally too long. If it's going to be an upset, and there's still a chance of that, it will be as a response of those two men on screen. Alasoni Kofonunga and Juta Navakuka. I tell you what, both of them have the ability to do it on their own, but they need great support. And they'll be tiring at the moment as we come up for Kepusuli for the restart. 28-18, scoreline here in Apunawai and Christchurch. Or will the Bulls go back to back and start stretching that lead, which might cause a little bit of demoralised attitude in the Rams' defence? We'll have to wait and see. Certainly till this stage of the game, we've witnessed a gutsy effort from the boys from Invercargill. Love it. This time a one-on-one strip. Was he looking for it? Love it. Is throwing everything at it as well.
Well, he's been the ignition, isn't he?
He has.
He really has. He's just everyone just follows after his effort.
So this is a midfield bomb, but there's a spiral bomb as well, and it was read very nicely in the end. It's taken with great skill at the back by the man who scored out wide, Jay Makuka. So they have the possession now, but can they get field position? They're a long, long way away from where they want to be. The gas tank will be reading not empty, but it'll be getting low. There's tackle number 4, and they haven't advanced downfield as much as they would have liked, the Rams. Still, there's plenty of positivity in their approach. Rolling himself up to have another go here as we go south. Now here's the kick from Kepu Suli. That's him on the chase. At the back, Nick Evans. He slide underneath the tackle, but Suli pounce upon him, make sure he doesn't advance any further.
Yep, that's the first time I think Evans is first up tackle. He normally beats a player. He gets a good platform for the Bulls, but plenty of energy still there from the Rams, haven't they? They haven't dropped off.
Is Italio to play the ball, and now they'll work their way through the centre. Devon Thompson. Love it, working well. And it comes to Ethan Plaskett. Handy carry for Plaskett too, to his feet now, and here come the Bulls threateningly. Sepuloni again uses his nous. His game management has been exemplary today. Sepuloni
could have been deemed high there, and a good. They get away with another one, but a lovely kick. Sepuloni applying his trade, his experience, building pressure. Big part of the game now. We're in the last quarter of the game.
And the Rams need to maintain the positivity that have held them good for this, right through to this part of the game. They start arguing the toss, getting frustrated at referees' calls. They could expose themselves and be vulnerable. At the moment, they must maintain the focus that has been the hallmark of their approach so far, and Plaskett, as an example, may capitalise here. He's charging towards the line. He's only 5 metres out from the line. Danger times here. Little show, and then in to score. In fact, it's a knock-on. Well, there you go. But you see how quickly they became vulnerable, Richie.
Absolutely, but also the desperation around it. Plaskett goes through, and about 3 or 4 players come through to help and support That's the big effort areas that could have resulted in a try, but they just keep coming.
This is a Herculean effort by Southland. Gee, they've been good this afternoon. Can they present something or produce something to really make the run for the line?
That's the difference too. They're willing to spread the ball early on in the tackle count.
Solid carries. Front on defence this time. Carmona won't get out of the way. He could be dusty too. And they're concerned for his welfare. Well, they'll be...
If he was shaped like a ball, he would have been rucked.
It looked like it. Now listen, Sky Sport are joining with the rest of media across the country to join in this push to get us to get out and get vaccinated. So guys, shot to everyone who's already done that. It's awesome to see so many of our people doing their bit so we can get back to full noise sport as we know and love it.
Yep, the more of us who get vaccinated, the more freedom we'll have. And when we get them on, we'll get on with things, you know, things that we love, like sport.
Well, if you haven't had your vaccination yet, easy, and it's free. Let's have another look here as well. A forearm to the face. Yeah, we didn't quite pick that up in the initial run. And then he wanted to trample him asunder. So there'll be a bit ho-ha with that. Yeah, just following on the vaccination thing, guys. Look, if there's a walk-in vaccination centre near you, get the job done today. You don't need to book, just walk in. But if there's no walk-in vaccination centre near you, head to bookmyvaccine.nz to get it done. Let's get shot, NZ. Let's get out and do the bizzo. Let's keep each other safe.
Let's go, Kiwis.
Back to the action with 15 to play. 10 points in it. The Rams turned around that time. The Bulls. Short pass. Just trying to set a stage, set a platform.
And they're willing to. They're willing to chance their arm a bit more and play football.
This is the man for whom the responsibility falls, really, for creativity. That was a beautiful take on the fly down the right side. And back on the inside for Zion Carmona.
He may have gone out, Penatito.
Let's hope he's all right there. And some concern checking the jawline. To be honest, I didn't pick up that elbow, but it can be very dangerous. Running with your elbow high. I don't know if it's intentional. Certainly it can cause some problems. Let's hope it's all right there as well for Jordan Carmona, who's on the bench now. So here he is. Understandably confident. Feeds it. Out it comes. Southland with it. Up quickly. On D. Willie Tafua. They're all over it at the moment with assistance downstairs. Kyle Amer. And a knock on the play the ball. But they can ill afford. Kazza Nielsen is the man. He's charged with having knocked on the ball.
Well, that was a great opportunity for the Rams to claw back some points.
Well, they seem to be constantly arguing the toss now.
Yep, they've just got to stamp that right out real quick. They'd like to finish off the game on a really high note.
There you go, back chatting to the ref. So frustration building here in the Rams squad.
Number 6.
That could be a telling blow too. One moment you're on attack in midfield, now forced to defend. Game's been played in good spirit here so far this afternoon. Let's hope nothing untoward happens. Well, sometimes ball boys or ball girls aren't given the credit due. Here we are now back into the action once the footy's retrieved. Up the middle they come this time, and again it's Faiva. Spun around. And Dylan Lovett, who's been outstanding today. To the right-hand side they come, and another charging run as well from Kyle Amer. Can the Rams hold out here? Pressure on them. The delivery from Riley finds Sepuloni. Here he is again. Is he looking for 3 this time? It's Haraway who's put away, but only 5 metres out from the try line, and this time a bulldozing ball trying to get across the line. Still not finished. The referee calls held eventually. And he's thrown to ground. Big, tough run as well from Thompson. Plaskett, now with Sepuloni. He again puts the little kick in. Creek-Waka is there, shows the crowd. I don't know what he was pointing at that time around. Maybe he thought the ref was in the way.
I can't disappear. I can't disappear.
It's hit the ref.
Bounced off the ground, then came up.
See what I mean about arguing the toss?
It's heightened more so now, you're right, Dale.
No. Off the ground, eh?
Not get a chance to look at it, but at the moment, really, they're just not getting the rub of the green. Southland, it's starting to frustrate them as well. And if there's one thing that's been super commendable right through the game, it's been their attitude. If that wavers here now, they could concede more points. They're still not out of this, too. They need something clever, exciting,
Move now, tackle 1.
unexpected, innovative to get out of this one, but at the moment, just got to hold fast with their formula, which has been tackle hard.
They are owning that ruck for sure.
Stiffen up on defence. These are danger times right here, and here he is again, Haraway. That ball's gone backwards, and the referee thinks it to have been knocked on. So, a bit of a turn for the Rams.
Well, they've turned that ill discipline into a result here. They really aimed up again. Defence has been their best friend throughout this match. And it seemed like it lifted a bit more in that set. The willing of all the players to turn this around. 10 minutes to go.
Can they find something else as Plaskett lifts the leg and then thinks better of it? It retires the Southland attack gracefully to the ground. If there could be graceful second row play, but that really is a spanner in the works as far as Southland were concerned, the Rams. And now the Bulls looking to capitalise. Plaskett, first receiver. Now Favia. He's spoken of in glowing terms, Big George, Eva, and you can see why. There's hard yards up the middle. It's really been a valuable addition here to the Bulls' attackers. Love it once again. Looks up at the referee, says, how about that one? Zach Riley is a real talent. He's been kept in good check so far this afternoon. But now he's close to the line, and you wonder for how long. Here he comes. Big George is over, and he cannot be stopped on the spin. A talent to watch out for in the future, but disappointment here for the Southlanders. Put in all the big effort, and then George Faiva sticks it to them with just 9 minutes to go. Good play from the big fella.
Yeah, they had a bit of ball this last 5 minutes, and with big bodies, look at that, he just gets on the outside. The Rams player there, just a big body, able to twist and turn and capitalise on what has been an interesting 5 minutes for both sides.
The scoreline starting to build here. Doesn't really reflect the tightness of the game, but I guess that's the way in a lot of footy. They'll not want to concede another try. Of course, points differential will be important to determine who comes second in the pool in the south. 4 teams in it. West Coast, Otago Whalers, Southland Rams, and of course Canterbury. So it's been a very strong performance. A bit of an unknown quantity, really, how the Rams would perform up against more highly fancied opponents. But certainly it's been a very, very good show. Geez, got some top-class players. And in the Cargill, by the looks of things, hope you've been enjoying the work there as Sepuloni adds the extras. And that takes it out to 34-18. And George Faiva is able to just hit the line, spin in it, Good young talent there, Richie Barnett.
Yes, he's been pretty strong through this whole match. And I think it's just timing too. When you need your big bodies close to the line, you put your hand up. But it was the fact that he got on the edge, used his body and used his footwork to get on the outside. This is an interesting 7 minutes, isn't it, for the Rams?
It's a wonderful servant to Southern Rugby League. Karen Tudafenua, they call him Cheese, the vice-captain as well in jersey number 17. He added another layer of interest into the back part of this game, and he wants more of the action here. Favour, another strong carry, and understandably one of the members of the South Island 20s tournament team as well.
Here, 22. Good,
Zach Riley from the Northern Bulldogs. He's been a wonderful contributor. Here he is again, Ethan Plaskett.
Roll away, tackle 3.
Two with the Northern Bulldogs. On to Sepuloni again. His game management has actually been more influential in the game than perhaps we realised at the start. He sort of knows where to kick and when, Richie?
Yeah, just sharp. Really has been positioned them extremely well. And it really made a big difference in this game.
There is a mistake.
Unfortunate.
That's disappointing. And the try scored out wide here. And it'll be, you see, actually we've got that right. Yeah, capitalising there. That's the second time so far in the game. He scored a long-range runaway try, but he's been exceptional today in Aswati. This time around, couldn't control the ball and capitalising there. Biddle been around for a long time in the squad. Of course, Linwood played in the New Zealand resident squad for the last couple of years as well. That squad managed as well by the very talented and wonderful contributor to Southland Rugby League, Alana Lockhorst. And all the best to you, Alana, and your mum as well. Her mum, of course, Jane Ballantyne's the chair of Southland Rugby League. And Alana, the manager of the New Zealand residents team, of which the try scorer has spent the last couple of years, Penetito Ilalio. 20-point buffer here now for the Bulls, but they have been made to work hard for their victory here this afternoon. Hold your heads high here, Southland Rams. Well, they might have allowed a couple of tries in late in the game. They were still in it with 10 to go.
I was certainly in it, and as you rightly mentioned before, the discipline really impacted that last 15 minutes. But the attitude never stopped. And that man on the screen has been the leader of the pack, Dylan Lovett.
Okay. Fair enough, Richie. All right, mate. Hold your heads high, boys. It's been a damn fine performance here from the boys from Invercargill. Can they add just a little bit perhaps and score one here, or will it be the Bulls who wind themselves up? Big George on the fly. Go, boy, go, Big Georgie. Good to watch. Favour. Too much, all right. Hey, nothing like big blokes with young legs and big attitudes. Down the left-hand side they come this time around, and showing again. I want to pay tribute here to Dylan Lovett. I've really been impressed by his attitude today. Things didn't quite work out in this last 15 minutes, but prior to that, gee, he made this a real competitive outing. As we see the big man take it forward as well, that's Plaskett. And he got driven into the ground too, almost head first. Looked a bit dangerous for Ethan, gets up. And again, on the inside is Haraway with a crunching tackle across the top on him as well by Napavula.
Cyril Lelele has come up again with an outstanding cover tackle. He's come up with some absolute rippers today. First up contact. Inspiring stuff.
Yeah, good on them. They really had a fun factor to sports teams as well as this solid physicality. Often speed to burn as well. Fijian players, that ball has gone down, another knock on. And sadly for Southland here, they put themselves in a position where they could concede yet another try. It's been a good performance, but it would be disappointing for them if they were to concede another try. The history books will read a fairly comfortable and easy win for the Bulls. But to be honest, that hasn't really been the case. So let's see if they can stay solid to the final hooter and not concede another try. This man will be trying to read the play like the rest of us read the newspaper, and it's a knock on at the back of the scrum. And it's Zach Riley, who is, I guess, in a way charged with having knocked the ball on. That's him going into the hooking spot. That at least will provide some relief for the Southland Rams. Big and gutsy performance by the boys from Invercargill today. But in the end, they came up with a well-drilled and a solid performing team. We came off their massive win over the West Coast full of confidence. But hats off here to the Southland Rams. They won't win this one against their more fancied opponents, but they came into the game as the underdogs. In the end, they can't do it, but they played with great gusto and with great attitude, and we celebrate their efforts today. 38-18, the Canterbury Bulls continue their winning way at Ngāpunawai Stadium in Christchurch.
Show them.
This is the night that we have been waiting for.
Dark times are coming. Just let the power move through you. I can handle the journey.
It's time to choose your side.
The whole world is in your grasp.
After a thrilling start to the knockout stage, the AFC Champions League quarter and semi-finals are around the corner. The top four contenders from the East prepare to go head-to-head for a chance to represent their region in the AFC Champions League final.
The Asian Champions League is live on Sky Sports 7 BN Sports.
Well, Sincere, it's me, Dale Husband. Firstly, congratulations on the win there, Sincere. They were a tough outfit, a tough nut to crack for you, and you must be pleased to have got the win by 20 points, although they certainly didn't make it easy for you today. What's your thoughts?
No, yeah, they definitely turned up today. Like, I don't know, our energy wasn't really there, but they kind of bullied us at the start, and then we just had to find our momentum and stick into our game. But no, they're a really talented team, and wish them the best of luck for next week.
Sincere, Richie Barnett here. Hey, listen, fantastic try when you needed it most and used your acceleration through there. Well done on that.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Hey, Sincere, when you look at some of the young talent, I mean, you're a young guy too, and then you've got the old head like Sepuloni and the talent of George Fa'aiva. For Andrew or whoever takes over the Bulls going forward, it's got this lovely mix of youth and experience. What would you say of the talent that's coming through difficult times through the Christchurch club scene?
No, yeah, it's from 2 years ago, our team's a bit different, a lot younger, but it's I really like the team. Like we got old people and then some young ones. Yeah, no, but it's just good. Like our unity is real good, and yeah, it's a good bunch of lads.
congratulations on your effort this afternoon, and indeed your effort through the year since here. It's been nice having a cordial with you. Amihi.
Sweet.
Well, he was good, and they've got some plenty of good players here. There's one in shot right now. Let's go across now and have a cordial with Dylan. Love it. Dylan was outstanding today. Dale Husband up this end as well, Dylan. Mate, firstly, congratulations on your own personal effort today. It felt like you really wanted to lead from the front. And a gutsy showing by the Rams. It fell off just late in the game. But up until about 10 minutes to go, you were well in the hunt. What pleased you most about your team's performance today?
Oh, today, just the boys come up. We flew up this morning, pretty early start for most of the boys, but we're just in the change rooms before the game. They were just going to come up here and show them no respect. They come down to air comp, even though they're in the Premiership, and we just put our heart out on the field and just had each other's backs for the 80 minutes here. Slipped off a wee bit in the last wee bit. We just backed ourselves and put the effort on the field.
Yeah, what happened there, Dylan? It's Richie Barnett here. Hey, listen, what happened in that last 15 minutes? It looks like you're a little bit disjointed and the attitude changed a little bit at the end there.
Yeah, I think a couple of boys got a couple of niggles from the other team and tried to fire up in the wrong negative sort of way instead of the positives and let a few easy tries in. Just our own mistakes and penalties got us caught down that far end. Hard work to get out in that last 10 minutes.
Well, Dylan, congratulations. I think what you've done is proven that provincial rugby league, summer competitions, and the decent attitude that Southland boys bring to the table is something to be noted. And we were very impressed with your efforts out there collectively. All the best here, Dylan. I hope the rest of the tournament goes well.
Yeah, thanks very much, Richie. I just want a couple of quick shout-outs before I get off the cam. I just want to shout out to Ash, West and Lily, my family. Ash is up here, and thanks Mum and Dad for looking after the kids for the weekend. Shout out to the boys down at TY, and keep their mana on. And Shaden, Georgia, getting me home safe today from the West Coast. Thanks, Richie.
Awesome.
Good on you, Dylan. Don't you ever let a chance go by, Dylan. Love it. Well, here we go. This is underway with plenty of action for the Bulls. Iwane was in first. A few moments later, and Pennicott managed to go from dummy half. This is first half action here, 8 minutes in. We keep going. The tries came thick and fast through that first half.
Plastic was unbelievable to score that try in the situation he was in.
This is the intercept by Ilulio in the 27th minute. He able to streak downfield as well to score that try. A little bit against the run of play. So there we go. This is a beautiful little ball as well. Nice little kick there from Navakuga. And to score, cleverly done. So Haraway comes in, this is the second half. A little bit of a grubber through there from Sepuloni, full of talent. One of the best on show today too was Anasone Tauwhanonga. And Haraway was in again too. He has to be watched like a hawk and just make the most of any occasion. This guy was terrific today, wonderful. And that's short for Aiva. And the last try there, a little mistake in Iloleo in once again. 38-18 the final scoreline, but probably doesn't reflect the effort that was put in by the Southland Rams.
Yeah, and look at at the end of it, the missed tackles start to creep up, and the errors, which I was surprised with the Bulls leading that at 16-11. But the Rams just lost it in their last 50 minutes. But all in all, I think the stats really replicated the game, but the scoreline certainly not.
Area tries, scorers as well. They kept themselves in the hunt right up until the back end, the last 10 minutes or so when it went away from them. Some discipline as well, arguing the toss with the referee and the like. But, gee, it was a good performance there. I take nothing away from the Canterbury Bulls. They're a class outfit. And even when you are tested, you come out on top. That has been the case as well. Well, this is what we have for you next week. Of course, as mentioned through the call, it's a bit of a fluid arrangement too, depending on COVID levels, where and whether they drop or if they don't. But certainly on Sky Sport, we'll keep you posted through the course of the week about what to expect coming up next week. As it stands, that's what we've got for you on Saturday and on Sunday. Back here at Punawai, as planned, Canterbury against Otago and the Canterbury Wahine up against the Wellington women as well. Thanks very much for joining us this afternoon. It's been a pleasure working with you again, Richie Barnett. It's been a while. Thanks very much, brother.
Always, Dale. It's always good to to be on the cams with you, brother.
Thanks to Sky Sport for bringing our local sport back live and in living colour through our lounge rooms across the country. Hey, get out and get yourself vaccinated as well, you guys. We're on the collective push. Let's all get the job done. Shot, cuz. Shot, bro. Shot one in there, ma. Shot for watching Sky Sport. Catch you next time.